All right, good morning, everyone. It is, let's see what the time is here. It is 8:34 in the morning of November the 15th, 2021, and this is my pre-market strategy session. So, the first thing that we have up here is EYPT. This is a small cap momentum play. It is up on news this morning that it has a candidate, a drug candidate, that has reported positive interim safety and efficacy data from phase 1 clinical trial evaluating EY. The drug is EYP 1901 for treatment of wet macular, what is that? Degeneration, AMD. I've forgotten. I don't remember what A stands for, but the MD is macular degeneration. So they are curing eyesight problems. I don't have a heck of a lot of confidence in this one being a big runner. Phase 1 trials are phase 1 trials. It is trading, let's see, it has traded 1.8 million shares pre-market this morning. And I don't know what its average its average volume is, but let's see. You can see here on a daily basis. Let's go back here. It has started to pick up here in recent days. Let's see, the 8th of November it traded as many as 28 million shares. Let's look at the news for the 28th of, what was that, October? Oh, I'm sorry, the 8th of November. So let's take a look here. November 3, November 13. There's no news headline over here for EYPT. Let's see, and it reported earnings, and its earnings are terrible. So at least it has earnings. You know, small caps have a pretty hard time generating revenue sometimes. Yeah, so let's see, the 2020 so far, revenue of 34.4 million, net income of negative 45 million. So, okay. You know, here's the daily on this thing. It's popping up into this kind of range right in here right now. Yeah, so I'll just treat it like I would a momentum trade, and I'm not really looking forward to this thing making like a multi-day run or anything. This thing will just simply be a trade for the short term, very quick scalp, and I'll use the momentum setup to trade it. RDWR, this is a short idea that I found on Street Smart Edge. I actually meant to start shorting this, start averaging into a short position on this at $33.01. I found myself distracted and didn't actually start. So today I will start at probably only 10 shares, maybe 20 shares at a time until I get into, say, I don't know, a 200 share short position on this. With the way things are set up right now, my target on this is going to be $28.83. And it could take quite some time to get there. So slow moving price action, slowly average in, look for the move down to this Fibonacci down here, roughly $28.80 we'll call it, and just make a little bit of cash there. Let's see, what's next? DLTR, Dollar Tree. Okay, this is an interesting one here. So you can see here, I've got some lines on the charts here. One of them is at 119.71. And 119.71 represents a price level from, let's see, it hit it once. Oh, here we go. So 119.71 was the high back here in 2019, 22 October 2019, and it came up and it tested that 119.71 again here on the 6th of April, 2 years later, almost 2 years later. Well, now this morning, if it opened up right now, it would open up at 119.91, which is just above that 1971. Here, let's see if I can find the right line. There we go. So pre-market right now, it's at 119.91, and the level that I'm looking for it to break and hold is 119.71. So Yeah, it's bullish. I mean, it's definitely bullish. It's moved on, let's see, from 85, 84.52 up here to 120. You know, it's a $25 move from the 24th of September moving forward. So, yeah, I'll be looking for an opportunity on this one to trade it. So if it pops up above, retests, and then moves away, that'll be an entry for me. And that's really it for the single stocks right now. There's nothing else that is looking very attractive to me. Well, actually, you know what? AI just popped up on the. Let's check out AI real quick and see how that chart looks. $49.81. What's the news? I don't see any news. I'm gonna look on Street Smart Edge and see if Street Smart Edge has any news. No news on Street Smart Edge either. Strange. Right now, let's see, pre-market. It's up 5.3%. It says 4.63 on TradingView, but my Trade Ideas scanner says it's up 5.3%. So, okay, it's on watch. Well, I'll put a Fibonacci on this thing real quick and see what's going on with it. All right. So, all right, it's on watch. We'll see what happens. The same setup as usual. The same setup as usual is what I'll be looking for. It's sort of one of three scenarios. Dip down below the open and then break back through the open, or a dip down below the 75 and a break back through the 75, or average in between the 61.8 and the 50% levels for on this one, probably somewhere around 500 shares on this one. So, okay, we'll see what happens with it. Broader market, let's see. If the SPY opened up right now, it would open up 0.4% higher than its previous close. Looks like, yeah, this was a little buy the dip scenario, most likely, right here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the S&P break above, that's 470.65. You know, we're in a melt up from here to the end of the year. Everybody's looking for an opportunity to buy dips for the next move up to beat the benchmarks, meet or beat the benchmarks. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll leave that there. The VIX, yeah, the VIX is working on coming back down below. I've got this red support line back here. So 1, 2, 3 strikes are out. We got a big run up on the VIX. So here we are. I'm going to call this 1 right here. And then in this region, we probably ought to get a second test to break down below this red line and stay below it. You know, and if it happens again to where, you know, the VIX can't stay below this red trend line right here, then we'll get another run up in volatility. All right. So Bitcoin's pulling back just a tad here, down 87.13 or 0.13% lower than its previous close. It's looking to me like this thing will probably do another, you know, it'll put in a whole bunch of look above and fails, you know. So here's the most recent high back here. Most recent high, roughly 69,000. So I imagine like right here, I should go back and put the all-time high in. So right here, Bitcoin put in a look above and fail, and then it put in another look above and fail right here. And I imagine at some point in here, in this time frame, it'll put in another look above and fail. So basically, this thing is in a bullish trend. In a bullish trend. and it's just going to continue to kind of make this sort of like telephone wires on a telephone poles kind of move. Is the way I think it's going to look. Generally speaking, that's bullish. And so, you know, I definitely missed out on Riot back here when it came back and tested this area right in here. This spot was definitely the buy right there. And it's moved from there, which it put in a low down here of 26.45, and is now pre-market up $20 at 46.73. So Riot's looking like a pretty good one. It's definitely looking bullish. I think I'd buy on red. It's definitely getting a little bit parabolic right in here. So I'd be looking for opportunities to buy on red. It could be a momentum play for the day. I mean, there's probably a trade there for today on the upside too. Yeah, just got to pick your entries very carefully. I'm going for INView and Sino. Those are my crypto plays for right now. I'd rather stay away from Bitcoin itself and look for people who are providing services that are tertiary to Bitcoin. All right, everybody. That is going to be my morning strategy session. Good luck out there. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, tap the bell, and I'll see you at the recap. I am out.